You're listening to Breakfast with Pablo.
We're joined by the latest Big Brother housemate evicted from the show last night. It is Mikkayla. Mikkayla, good morning.
Good morning, Pablo. How are you?
Very good. Thanks for taking your time out this morning. Now, I know you do like bossing people around, so if you feel like you need to tell me what to do during this interview, just don't hold back, okay?
Oh, you know I won't.
Now, first up, you had a bit of a Tully moment, I reckon, last night when you left the house. You were very upset. Was it hard to leave the house and to leave Mr. Clooney last night?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't really mind leaving the humans. Like, it was sad, but it was more when I saw Mr. Clooney and I just broke down. It was really difficult to leave him. And I'm still really worried. I don't want him to think that I've abandoned him and, you know, I just want to rationally talk to him and say, Mummy loves you, but she just has to go away for a little while.
Now, it's been a big week in the house this week. Groups are forming a lot stronger. There's a few tensions in the house between housemates and there's been a few fights. Do you think that's partly the reason you were voted out last night?
You know, I have been myself 100% of the time, and the voting definitely goes up and down. I think going up against Tahan and Boogs, who probably have a lot of similar fans, was fighting an uphill battle. I'd already bucked one trend by holding a superpower and then being nominated. Why not buck another by being evicted over an intruder? But, yeah, it was definitely fighting an uphill battle, and you know, I came out the weakest, but I don't regret anything that happened, and I was myself 100% of the time. So, you know, if you go in there doing that, then you should come out with no regret.
Tim and yourself, you had a really good relationship at times and then sort of a bit of a tumultuous one. There were a few arguments and none bigger than this week. Is Tim one of those housemates that you either love or hate?
Oh, Tim's one of those housemates that you love and hate within the space of 2 minutes. He is just so unpredictable, and, you know, he has just this amazing gift of turning a situation on its head. He's just incredible, and I have so much respect for him, but at the same time, you just want to punch him in the face. So, you know, he's very tricky, and he's definitely playing hard. He's playing the game. And, you know, props to him because he's one of the only ones who has been very open about it.
I know that on the show, when you were talking to the girls after you had that bit of a fight, you sort of mentioned the fact that he's really good with words. Is it really hard to argue with Tim? You
know what? I thought I was good with words. And when it comes to arguing with Tim, I feel like a 2-year-old trying to figure out, you know, how to say a simple sentence. He is very gifted, and I think it might be because he's detached his emotions from it, whereas I tend to get very emotional. And he knows exactly what he's doing, where the rest of us kind of go by the seat of our pants. Yeah, he's very gifted.
Now, I don't want to harp on about the run-ins and stuff in the house, but obviously... there's a few to get through. But obviously, Tahan and you had an interesting relationship, and she said some pretty horrible things about you during times of the show. Was it hard to... Because it's very different in the Big Brother house. Is it hard to not be able to escape that and be constantly living with her?
Yeah, definitely. On the outside, I have a very strong support network of friends and family, and not being able to have them back me up was very difficult, especially because she touched on areas where, you know, I have had issues in the past regarding those, you know, body image. But at the same time, you know, it is a game, and she reminded me a lot of the kids at school who, if they don't like you, they will go for the most obvious physical feature and just use that to their advantage. It was very high school, and there were a few times where I looked at myself and thought, oh my gosh, I am such a child right now. But you just get so caught up in it. Everything is just massive. It's blown out of proportion. And as long as you can look back at the end of it and not take anything personally, that's what's important.
You had a really interesting journey throughout the show, though. You were often nominated, often in the halfway house, but you seemed to find your groove with the Sugar Sisters, Jade and Ben. How hard was it, though, when you realised that you were up for nominations week after week?
Look, it was a little tough because I felt that because I was being myself 100% of the time, I mustn't be that nice a person or that good a person. It sucked, but at the same time, I would rather, you know, be up for being myself than be up for being someone completely different and trying to play a character who I just had nothing in common with.
Now, Jade and Ed, you're the closest to that relationship in the house.
Yes.
Is it real and is it true love?
Oh, I really hope so. Ed came into the house and he maintained that he did not want to showman. And then Ed and Jade's friendship has grown very close, and they, they're sharing a bed. They have their cozy little moments. It's beautiful. I hope that it is true, and I hope that Ed's not just playing her, because that would be devastating. And, I'd have to knock him out. But, no, I find him very genuine, and I don't know if you can fake that. But at the same time, Jade is younger. She's a female. She is falling head over heels, and she's, her emotions are out in the open, whereas he's keeping his very carefully guarded. So I hope it's the real thing, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Now, the two groups, from watching it on TV, there's one group out in the pool having fun, mucking around. There's another group, Mikkayla, in the kitchen sipping on tea.
Yeah.
Now, at the start of the show, you were the girl that was in the pool mucking around all the time. What happened? What changed for you?
I don't know. I think I just grew up a little bit, and I've maintained the whole time, I do not like toilet humour, and that group was just rife with toilet humour. So much toilet humour. I just can't be bothered with that.
Was it because of Boog, mainly?
Oh, there was a lot of it because of Boogs. But to be honest, I wanted to be around people who I trusted. And that used to be Tim and that group. And then it's always been Jade. I can trust her 100%. So I wanted to be with people, because I knew I wasn't in there to win it. So I wanted my experience to be filled with, happy times with people who I really like and get along with and who I trust, because they're the friendships that are going to last outside of all of this. So if I'm labelled as the boring group, then yeah, okay, I'm boring.
Well, now that Big Brother's over, is there any chance that you're going to move on to a singing career?
I'm no Kylie Minogue, but who knows? Auto-tune's very good. I'm sure we can make anything sound professional.
Now, the last question, who do you think is going to win Big Brother for 2013?
Look, I think Tim is the nucleus of the show, and he has been a huge game player. He would definitely make it up there. I hope Jade wins, but yeah, I think Tim and Tahan are going to be butting heads right till the very end.
Mikkayla, thanks so much for joining us on the show this morning. You were a great housemate in Big Brother this year.
Thank you, Pablo.
Classic Gold, today's hits. Spirit.